My Taropist is now in session. Hi collective, it's me Jess, owner of My Taropist. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Happy Monday to everyone who's watching. Hopefully it is Monday where you're at when you're watching this, or if you're watching this another time, that is just okay, friends, because energies are fluid, and whenever you find this video is when it is meant for you. This is your weekly My Taropist session. This is basically an overall energy check for the week. If you're unfamiliar with the My Taropist session, we're doing sort of the shorter version. If you were to book a full My Taropist session, we also go into dialectical behavioral therapy skills, and we give you a little bit of homework, my friend. It's more personal and catered just to you for your specific energies. But on this, we are tapping into the energy of the collective. And so there's always this common thread, I feel like, because we're all connected some way spiritually. So there's always this common thread that's happening for all of us in the energy, right? That we're all affected by in some kind of way. Now, it's going to be slightly different for each one of you, and you might be in a different place in the timeline, but we all kind of are collectively sharing the same general energy. So that being said, keep in mind that there will be messages that might pertain to you specifically, and some that might pertain to someone else. So take what resonates, my friend, leave what does not. Please watch the entirety of this My Taropist session, because at the end of it, we will also get you some advice, get you a predictive outcome. And at the end of it, my hope and my prayer anyway is that there's at least one message that is meant for you. So hang in there with me. We're going to go for a little ride, and we're going to start with an overall energy check just to kind of get a card, a card for the general energy of the collective. Have a little bit of tea. Okay. For the general energy of the collective, then we're going to take a look at your mental energy, your interpersonal relationships. We'll take a little bit of a look at love for this week in that as well. And then we'll take a look at what's bothering or distressing you, if anything. And then we'll take a look at your emotional energy. And like I said, at the end, depending on how it's going and how it's flowing, we'll get advice, predictive outcome. We'll see what is most needed pertaining to the energies for this week. So without further ado, please take a look into my eyes on whatever device or screen you're watching from, friend, and take a deep breath with me. Ready? And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake them. All right, let's go. All right. What is the general energy for the collective this week? One card just for the general energy. One card that pertains to what is going on this week with the collective. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Collective. Ooh, okay. Well, we have the Four of Cups, booze. We have the Four of Cups. On the bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Cups and the Three of Wands, okay? So there may be, for some of you guys, a stalemate right now. You might be a little bit at a stalemate. It looks like what I'm seeing for a lot of you is there may be a particular direction in which you're trying to head. There may be some decisions that you have to make. A lot of you are closing out one cycle in your life, and you're kind of trying to get some clarity and some direction on what's next. What's the next thing for me? What is the next thing that's going to make me feel most fulfilled, most satisfied in my life? And some of you are really seeking some spiritual counseling or spiritual wisdom, advice, guidance, some direction, trying to learn what are the next steps, trying to learn, okay, where am I headed now? What's coming in for me? What's the next blessing coming to me in my life? Because again, like I said, some of you guys are leaving something behind. And for some of you, this might be a little bit of a challenge in that you might be leaving behind something that seemed like an opportunity. It seemed like a good thing, and for some of you, it's like a new thing, and you're switching course, you're switching direction already. But in that process, I feel like you're really trying to take a pause here, because you don't want to settle. So for some of you guys, you may have been offered something that kind of was too good to be true, or it seemed great initially, but then you're realizing like that wasn't really for me. Some of you guys have learned a lot in this season, in this last year, in the last few months, in the past week. Like there might have been some big lessons that you've learned, and I feel like you're taking that wisdom, that knowledge, from this last season of your life. Maybe you've taken inventory of the direction that you were going, where you were headed, what happened there, what you learned in that process, and you're taking those lessons and you're applying it to this next course, right? This next step, this next phase. And so for some of you guys right now, you're in this energy of not wanting to settle for less than the best for you, or not wanting to just take the next opportunity right away because maybe that was a mistake you've made in the past. Like, this looks good, this looks like a shiny new thing, oh fantastic, I want to grab it, and then realizing like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that so hastily. So now you're kind of taking a beat, taking a pause. Some of you guys this week might be, like I said, doing a lot of meditation and reflection. Some of you this week might also be doing, especially if it's like spiritual work, like a lot of time to meditate, reflect, go within, even seek, like, again, spiritual counsel, guidance, wisdom. But also I feel like for some of you guys, you are really not feeling completely satisfied with situation, circumstance of your life right now, not really satisfied with the status quo or what's going on. For some of you guys, you're really seeking better, bigger, better things. And so you're kind of holding out until you're really clear and really sure. And some of you guys are ignoring all of the shiny new around you right now in favor of going within and really contemplating, like, again, what is best for me in this next step? How can I thoughtfully make a choice or a decision going forward in my life? And what have I learned from my past experiences and maybe mistakes, to ensure that I don't make that same mistake again. So let's see what is going on in the mental energy of the collective. What's going on in the mental energy of my collective this week? Yeah, interesting. It's like, I saw these cards for you before. So the Hierophant and the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. And underneath that, we have the Knight of Swords. This was the same energy, and the World card. Okay. Six of Swords underneath that. So yeah. Some of you might be having some conversations with folks this week about, again, trying to get some kind of wisdom and understanding. I'm getting some of you might be planning for a move. So that's for some, not for everybody, but some of you might be planning for a move this week. But I also feel, and some of you guys, that move is like a figurative move, not a literal move. Although some of you literally could be planning to move. You might be getting like keys to a new place, or looking at places that potentially to live. Some of you guys might be looking for like a new like church home or place of worship or something like that, or seeking, like I said, like there's a lot of like spiritual seeking energy on this reading, okay? At least in your mental energy, there's a lot of like maybe prayer or meditation, whatever your particular spiritual practice is. I feel like there's a lot of you like trying to seek something that's going within, but I feel like there's a lot of energy of like seeking spiritually in your mental space. It's like not trusting the wisdom just in your mind, but going above that into the 5D to try to seek some kind of spiritual counsel, wisdom, and guidance. Some of you guys might be working on like retraining your subconscious, reprogramming your subconscious, this week as well. Some of you like elevating to higher places when it comes to like meditation, affirmations, whatever it is that you're doing to try to reprogram your subconscious mind. But I feel like right now there's been like a block in this forward movement, and so you're sensing that energetically. You're sensing like there's a stagnation occurring in my life, or we had this momentum that's kind of slowed down, or it's quieting down, it's closing off. So how can I get from point A to point B now? Like, what's the next step? And so a lot of you guys are doing a lot of, again, like seeking, and trying to make some choices and some decisions in the season. It's, again, I'm getting this energy of like slowing down and really thinking and contemplating and ruminating. And I feel that there's an energy too, again, of reflecting on past lessons, doing a lot of inner reflection on like, what have I learned? How have I grown? What lesson, how can I apply that to this journey and this course ahead? Tell me more about the Three of Wands. Wow, that was fast. Nine of Swords. Okay. Some of you guys are seeking counsel and advice and wisdom from others because you're not trusting yourself in this season, or you're not trusting your own mind. So you're looking for others to maybe help provide you with solutions or answers or clarity, or you just know you can't do it on your own. You might be very stressed out this week, or experiencing some energy of anxiety about some move that you're making, or again, moving forward, some action that you're taking, some next steps. Some of you, it's like there's a lot of like information download happening, whether that be spiritually or in the 3D. And so all this processing could be creating a sense of anxiety or stress or fear or worry for you. Some of you could be stressed about money, about do you have enough? Is everything balancing out in terms of your output versus your input when it comes to your finances in this week? So that could be on your mind. Again, a lot of energy of like meditation and reflection, contemplation. A lot of you guys are very much in your head, but you're not trusting your own head. So that's where I feel like some of you guys are going outside of yourselves. And going within, to me, is like is also a way of going, because if you're really tapping into spirit, it's like getting out of your head into your spirit man or woman or person, into your spirit person, into your spirit being, right? And it's like, it's transcending the mind, it's transcending your logic and reason, and it's going to a deeper place, a deeper well of wisdom. And so I feel that some of you are like not really trusting your mental in this season. So you're doing a lot of this deeper searching within, or again, going without, seeking maybe spiritual counsel or advice or wisdom. And if it's not spiritual, it could also be like some authority figure, someone that you hold in high regard, that you feel might have more wisdom than you do about a particular thing when it comes to this course of action or these next steps that you're taking. So there's a lot of this sort of like future thinking, future focus that's presenting with some anxiety and stress and worry and concern. Also, I want to say for some of you guys, like, be careful that you're not staying up too late, like ruminating and thinking too much. Like, you need to get your rest in this season. And I feel like some of you guys, your brains are really active at night, and it's really important in this time that you give to yourself that you take care of your health and your well-being. And for a lot of you, that's like checking your sleep. Make sure you're balanced when it comes to your sleep life, and you're not staying up too late, allowing your mind to be overactive at night. And don't worry so much about the future. I really feel like you're going to be okay. But right now in this season, there's a lot of this reflection, meditation, contemplation that's presenting as some blockage and some stress. For some of you guys, this has something to do with work, career, or finances. For a lot of you, it has to do with that. Some of you are stressed about money right now. Some of you guys are stressed about your work or your job, potentially like losing your job or stability when it comes to your finances or how you're making your money, your some of you guys might feel like that situation's a little bit precarious in this week, and that could be causing some kind of stress for you too. It's gonna get better, friends. It's gonna get better. Hold on. Let's see what's going on in your interpersonal relationships this week. Don't stay up at night, late at night, worrying about this, friends. Really don't. I feel like if you're having a hard time trusting yourself to make decisions, it is good and advisable for you to seek some counsel and wisdom elsewhere. Somebody who knows maybe a little bit more than you do about a particular situation, or can offer some guidance with that, okay? For some of you, it could have something to do with like government or legal issues or something like that too, okay? Or commitment. For a commitment, for some of you, it's like the direction of a committed relationship. For some of you, where is it headed? Where is it going? Okay, if it's not work, career, finances, it could very likely be that. Okay, what is going on in the interpersonal relationships of my collective? What is going on in the interpersonal relationships of my collective? This week. What's going on in the interpersonal relationships of my collective this week? Woo. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you would, please and thank you. And if you haven't subscribed to the My Taropist channel, please do. We'd love to have you here. So please subscribe, hit that notification bell, set it for all so you know anytime I go live or upload a new reading for you. I do these My Taropist sessions every Monday, once a week. And we also go live with an all signs reading on Thursdays. And we do some other fun things in between. So make sure you're part of the action. Okay, and subscribe. Thanks, friends. All right, you got the 7 of Wands. Okay, some of you guys are setting some very firm boundaries when it comes to your interpersonal relationships this week. Yeah, some of you guys are... some of you guys are definitely in... So for some of you, you're definitely in decision-making mode and really thinking about a connection that you are in. Potentially like romantically, a soulmate type of connection, energy with somebody that you're trying to decide if this is really somebody that you can fully commit to, or if it's time to kind of pull back from this connection. So some of you are making a big decision in this week with regard to a connection, if this is something that you really want to continue, or if you want to pull back from this person. You also might be feeling that someone is setting boundaries with you or pulling back away from you. That's for some of you guys. I do feel like it's like this toss up. For some of you, you're trying to make a decision if you want to move in with a partner, and that really also goes with this mental energy too. Are we ready to take this connection to the next step, to the next place, whether that be like a solid, like traditional sort of commitment to each other, maybe marriage for some of you, maybe moving in together for some of you. So there are some of my collective that I can tell are really at this like precarious point in their relationship where they might be feeling like things have stagnated, things have become a little bit boring or dry, or they're feeling like, I'm not really sure, like I do feel that this is like a dream come true, this is a soulmate energy, but I'm also kind of on the fence of like if this is something that I can really fully commit to. Some of you might feel someone kind of slipping or pulling away. That's for some, not for everybody, but I do feel like there's an energy here of you really giving this quite a lot of thought about if this is really like, again, your soulmate, if this is your person, or this relationship has like legs and can, you know, withstand the test of time or something to that effect, or if we can go to the next level. Some of you could be could be dealing with the Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Aquarius energy, Taurus energy again, Leo energy. So there's a lot of thought here. And again, you could be setting boundaries or taking space from somebody that you're in a connection with because you're trying to really figure out, like, is this someone that I can really see myself with long term? Or again, is this something that I could really commit to? A lot of you guys, it's about like, there's this question of like moving in together or taking it to the next level. So let's see, tell me more about 7 of Wands. Just in general though, I feel like you guys are taking some time this week to really spend more time than usual, maybe alone, maybe more time than usual, just kind of like telling your friends, telling your family, telling whoever you're involved with interpersonally, like, hey, I just need some space this week to kind of figure some stuff out, to kind of sort through some things. I really need to, like, I can't really talk to you about it right now. I just really need to figure some stuff out on my own. And that's really like the overall general energy of like, I kind of need some time alone to figure some stuff out, okay? So tell me more about what's going on with my friends interpersonally. Okay, I'll take that one. Yeah. And I saw this. Yeah, this was there before, friends. Page of Swords and the Lovers. So I really feel like you guys are making a big decision when it comes to a connection, and you're doing this by first of all, setting a boundary with somebody and really trying to make some kind of decisions. Also, be aware, and this is not going to be for everybody, but I gotta say it, some of you could have somebody that is, and this is probably going to be very, very, very small percentage of you, but I have to say it. Some of you guys could have somebody, I don't know if it's a Gemini, it doesn't have to be a Gemini, okay? Don't worry about that. There's somebody around you that might be kind of keeping tabs on you, that perceives you as a soulmate, that's very set in the fact that they see you as being their person, and they might be kind of trying to come around and being a little bit invasive this week. So if that's the case, you may be like setting a boundary or needing to be very cautious of somebody who's like invading your space. I don't know if they're coming around your house, doing that little drive-by, the little spy drive-by, okay, folks? But like, if that's the case, I really feel like you need to be careful and protect yourself from this energy in this week and set very firm boundaries with this person, because some of you guys could have somebody who is a little bit too invasive in your energy, and I do mean like stalking a little bit of that kind of energy, okay? That's for some, not for everyone. It could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Gemini energy, Aries, I'm sorry, not Aries, but maybe for me to say that, I don't know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, okay, Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but yeah, you could have somebody who, for some of you, could be like love bombing you or trying to get up in your grill, a little too much, a little too in your business. It could be other people outside of your relationship that are trying to get in your business this week that you're setting boundaries with as well. So I just feel like you guys are going to be doing a lot of like, let me like pull my energy back or set very firm boundaries or do what I need to do to kind of protect myself in this season. But a lot of you, I feel like you are pulling away so you can kind of get all the information you need to really make a firm decision regarding a connection that does perceive to be, or is perceived to be, that does appear to be a soulmate connection. But it may just be that you're not sure about the stability of it or if it can move forward, if you guys can move forward on the same page. So that's what I have for you on that. Let's see. I'm hearing somebody want to know, is there anything new coming in for love? All right, I'll ask. Is there anything new coming in for love for the collective, for my folks who are looking for new, for the new? Anything new coming in for love for the collective? I see 8 of Cups. Someone could be walking away from something. Collective, tell me more. The Star. Some of you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius. Very heavy here. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very strong air energy, but the Star came out, so that is the major arcana for Aquarius with the Queen of Swords underneath that. And Scorpio energy there with the Death card. So, oh, I've got the King and the Queen of Swords. The World card, though. So it could be a fixed sign, Aquarius, Scorpio, heavy here. Leo, Taurus, it kind of feels like there's something that is wrapping up for some of you guys. Something that was like, there was a lot of, there's going to be, if it's not wrapping up, there could be a very serious conversation that happens this week with somebody that you're involved with. I mean, it could be a new person, but this isn't giving new energy, y'all. This is giving energy of someone that you've already invested in. So, and it's the same message. So this is the clearest message for the collective. I can't change it. This is where the energy is this week. This is what's coming through the strongest. So if it's not yours, then keep watching. There could be another message for you, but check in next week if it's not resonating. But I do feel like there's definitely somebody watching this who is very much having a lot of conversations and communication with somebody regarding either an ending or potentially ending or closing out a cycle, or also very likely about changing a situation, trying to get some clarity on the direction that something is going, really wanting to transform a connection and heal something. There's a lot of energy of healing, and also someone trying to get clear on what it is that they really, really want. What is their dream? What is their goal? What are they trying to manifest and bring into their love life or into this connection? And really trying to get on the same page with someone on how something is transforming, how it is growing, how it is changing in this season. There's a lot of thinking and a lot of conversation or communication around this. And so I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's really an effort to prevent an ending and try to change something for the better and bring healing into a connection. And really kind of align when it comes to the goal, the future, the plan, like where you want, like your dream for each other and for the connection and where you see yourselves headed, okay? Some of you guys could be talking about taking a trip with somebody or traveling with somebody this week as well. But I feel like there's a lot of energy about wanting some positive change, transformation, and growth. And it could very well be that one person is kind of leaning towards something ending, and where another person is leaning towards, no, let's change and transform this so that it doesn't end, but like end that cycle and that chapter of it and grow into something new. That's a new dream for us together, to manifest together. So take it as it resonates for you, boo-boos, but that's what I'm getting there. All right. Let's see. And if you have ended something with somebody, or you've moved away from a partner, from a person, I do feel like you are feeling more hopeful and optimistic about your future, and, you know, bringing in somebody that's more aligned with you and your goals, and, you know, it's like more of a dream lover come rescue me. So what is bothering or distressing my collective? What's bothering or distressing the collective this week? If anything, booze. Collective. All right, what is bothering or distressing the collective this week? So a lot of you guys, like I said, focused on the future, thinking about the future, thinking about what's ahead, what's next for you. The World card. So a lot of you guys, there is a cycle, a season of your life that is coming to an end, that is closing here. And whenever that happens, when we're in this world energy, there's a lot of this taking account, taking inventory, and, you know, reflecting on the lessons that we've learned in that last cycle, in that last season. The World is the end of the major arcana. It's the end of the Fool's journey, but it's the ending and a beginning, right? It's closing out one cycle, one season, one chapter of life to graduate towards the next one. So by the time the Fool has reached the World card, by the time he's come here to this place in the cycle, in the journey, you know, he's fully come of age, he's matured, he's learned wisdom, guidance, direction from maternal, paternal figures. He's gone within himself and found strength within and wisdom within. He's overcome obstacles and dangers, and, you know, battled his own inner demons, so to speak. You know, he's gone and confronted, acquainted himself with, and integrated his shadow. He's done all the things, right? He's already had beginnings and endings already, and now he's come to the end of the cycle. So it's been quite a journey, my friend. So I feel it's also quite a heavy energy. Some of you guys could feel like you're kind of coming of age. You could be coming to a season of your life, particularly with a lot of the cards I'm seeing, where, you know, it's a big time of transformation and growth for you. You might be realizing, like, I've now reached, you know, I'm not a child anymore, I'm now a young adult, or I am now like fully an adult, or I've now become a parent for the first time, and I'm closing out my single, you know, my, not single, but my parentless energy to cycle and season of life to now become a parent. I've ended a marriage and now I'm single again, and that's a whole new season and chapter of life. Or I'm getting ready to get married and that's a whole new season and cycle of life. I'm getting ready to move to another country or to another state or city or town, and that's a whole closing out that. I'm now like I've reached middle age, and like, wow, I'm reflecting on that. You know, it's whatever it is, it's that kind of a significant change. You know, I've graduated from college and I'm entering the workforce for the first time. I'm now no longer a student. I'm now an employee or a business owner or what have you. So it's like, it's a whole big deal. It's not to be taken lightly. And so when you reach that season, of course, it's going to be something that perhaps bothers or distresses you in some kind of way, friend, because it's an ending and of a major season and a new beginning. And so some of you guys are really in this time really trying to temper your emotions, like balance your emotions in this season, getting yourself together, because I feel like, oh, there's somebody at my door, friends. I feel like with this energy, a lot of emotions come up. So it's super important to really kind of navigate that with a certain sense of delicateness, okay? Really trying to balance your emotions so that it doesn't like become overwhelming. Really trying to ground your emotions in this season. For some of you, this is something to do with like a job change, a new job, a new career path maybe that you're pursuing. And so there's a lot of like navigating these uncharted waters, right? And with the water energy, there's a lot of emotions that come up with that. So I feel like it's actually not a bad what's bothering or distressing you. It's just you trying to ground yourself in this season and put in the work that you need to ensure that you have taken full inventory, learned the lessons, and are now ready to move forward into this new chapter and phase in your life. And I'll be right. Okay, let's see what is going on in the emotional energy of the collective this week. What is going on in the emotional energy of the collective this week? Okay. Collective. What's going on in the emotional energy of the collective this week? This is good. You have the Ace of Swords, which is, for me, mental energy, really. But then you have the Four of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, Three of Cups. A lot of you guys are really very clearly focusing when it comes to your emotional energy, because I feel like you're coming out of a season where maybe you were feeling like emotionally not well, or a lot of disquiet within you, particularly when it comes to this new beginning. Like I said, closing out one season, one cycle, one chapter, and moving towards something new. For a lot of you guys, that has stirred up a lot of emotional unrest and uneasiness within you. And so I feel like what you're doing in this season is you're focusing a lot in your emotional energy. Whereas like in your mental energy, I feel like you guys are doing smart things. Like in your mental energy is a little bit more upset than your emotional energy. And your mental energy is where you're really seeking that guidance, right? But there is some, an energy of stress, of worry, of fear, of concern around it. But in your emotional energy, it's like you're putting all of your energy, work, and focus and effort into that, into like really trying to make yourselves feel good, feel happy in this season. Some of you guys could be, taking particular like supplements or medication, or changing your diet or food, things like that, that you feel will kind of make you feel better in this season. A lot of you guys are just really like clearing out anything that was upsetting to you emotionally, are really focusing on working on having your emotions be in balance, in alignment, in harmony in this season. There could be friends or someone around you. For some of you, it could be a new love. It could be friends. There's something around you, or some ones around you, I feel like, who are also giving you a lot of support in this season on an emotional level. And I feel like that's kind of helping you to feel more balanced as well. tell me more about Ace of Swords and it's a lot of like emotional clarity, if you will, in this season. You could also be talking to somebody about how you're feeling, and that's helping you also to work through and process these emotions as well. But it's looking like emotionally this week is feeling really good, actually. Okay, anything that's problematic is more here usually is than in the emotional space. All right, what's going on with this Ace of Swords and my collective's emotional energy? Some of you guys could be I really feel like you have so there's the Five of Pentacles, right? Underneath that we have the Queen of Cups. You could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the Lovers underneath that, Gemini energy. Nine of Wands over the Four of Swords. So some of you guys, it's definitely you're coming clear from a season of feeling emotionally not well, not stable, feeling, again, that unrest when it comes to your emotional life. I feel like a lot of you guys, there's a change that's coming and you know it, and you've been doing work to really try to prepare yourself for that and to heal. And there is, like I said, a lot of you guys, you're coming on the other side and you're coming clear. You may be starting this week kind of feeling depleted emotionally, or feeling like you've been through it, you know, with that Five of Wands, the Moon card energy, and now this Five of Pentacles. Like you might feel like, and the Nine of Wands, like you might feel like you just been through it a little bit. But a lot of you guys are coming clear on, at least through that, by the end of this week. I feel like you're coming clear. You're getting a lot more emotional stability by the end of this week. Some of you guys could be, there could be like family, like I said, family, friends, loved ones, that are helping you to, and it could be like a relation, like a significant other for some of you, but there's somebody or someone's in particular here that I feel like are also filling your cup this week. So it's not just you doing that alone when it comes to like at least your emotional energy. You're pulling on the strength of others to get you through this in an emotional capacity. And that also goes back to like that, what's bothering or distressing you. Again, a lot of energy of you finding emotional balance this week and strength in your emotional space, and stability in your emotional space this week too. So I do feel like by the end of this week, you guys are going to be coming out on the other side feeling a lot stronger. And I feel like you're making whatever decisions that you're having to make too. I feel like when it comes to like your relationships, your interpersonal relationships, your love life, what have you, your stability financially and otherwise, I feel like you're making very wise decisions in this week. And I feel like the decisions that you make on the other end, you are going to be putting you in a place where you're feeling a lot better. You're feeling more secure about your future going forward. Again, emotionally stable and fulfilled, financially stable, fulfilled, grounded. If you were experiencing some sickness in this recent past, like feeling unwell in your body, feel like you're coming out more healed. So it is feeling like whatever you're going through, it's coming on the other side in a much better place than you were before. So I really like that for you, my friends. It's looking like things are going to be looking up, okay? Especially emotionally, you're going to be feeling a lot better. So do we go for advice? Do we go for a predictive outcome? What advice do we have for my friends to navigate these energies this week? What advice do I have for my friends to help navigate these energies this week? Let's see. Collective, what advice do we have? Keep going, friends. Keep going, keep moving, keep the energy flowing, okay? Don't allow yourself to become stagnant. I feel like the energy is going to start moving and grooving, and you guys will start feeling a lot more free and less opposition, less, less conflict when it comes to your, the energies right now, where I feel like we're starting this week off in this sort of like more stagnant energy. We're kind of at a standstill a little bit. There's a little bit of a pause. There's some time for meditation, reflection, contemplation. And then I feel like things are going to start moving forward. So I feel like whatever is felt sort of slow moving to you or stagnant to you even, you're going to feel the energy shift as we cross to the other side, right? And this new beginning happens. It's like things will start moving more freely. So keep moving, keep going forward. I also feel like if there's a lot of this closing off and introspection that's creating some kind of mental conflict or blockage. Hey, Bo. I thought he wanted to come up, but he didn't. Okay. I feel like talk about it. That's also the advice I have too. You may want to seek, again, some guidance, some counsel from someone. I feel like this is also an energy of you needing to clear your space energetically, clear your mind energetically, whatever you need to do that, because there's a lot of energy of like mental blockage coming through. So sometimes we have to get out of our heads and like start taking some kind of action, moving your body, getting out of your head, getting into your body, clearing your space energetically, whatever you need to do to kind of keep things flowing so there's not this stagnation. Dance, put on some music and just like dance, get it out. If you're so in your head, you need to talk to somebody. Don't be all up here, okay? Anything else on this Eight of Wands in terms of advice for the collective? Some of you guys also, this is also saying like green light, go, okay? So if you're feeling like you're unsure about a decision or direction that you need to make, this is definitely green light, go. Because a lot of you guys are stuck about a decision. You're spending too much time trying to get more information to make the decision. And this is spirit being like, no, just make the decision. Just do the thing. Like, it's time. It's time for you to actually take action. I think you've done enough thinking and contemplating about it. It's time now to take action on it, okay? Yes, and that's this too. Some of you guys are not sure about whether or not to invest in something in this season. You kind of been going back and forth about it. For some of you, it could be about a job. Do I put in that application? Do I start this new job? Like, for some of you, it's do I quit the job? And whatever the case is, whatever it is that you're going back and forth on, this is like, again, spirit saying like, just make the decision. Do I invest in this thing? Do I commit to this person? Just make the decision. Stop vacillating about it. The longer you take time going back and forth about, do I invest in this? Do I move forward with this? Do I commit to this? Do I put in this work? Do I put in this effort and energy toward it? The more time you go back and forth in your mind, trying to really think about it, right? The more stuck you get in your mind, the more conflict that you're creating in your mind, the more stagnancy. It's like there's too much overthinking, too much ruminating mentally. And this is like spirit's like, get out of your head about it and just take action towards the thing and actually invest in it. Okay. So I hope that helps you guys or somebody out there. I really hope that you found that helpful. Mr. Bojangles, you want to give some love to the people? Yes, he does. He loves you guys too. And I love you. And I hope that you have the best week ever. And we'll see you again here really soon. Y'all, thank you for hitting that thumb, my friends. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment if this did resonate for you. If it did not, leave it for somebody else. It's somebody else's message, and that's okay, boo. We'll be here again next Monday, and we'll also be back for an all signs this week, and I've got some more individual sign readings coming out this week as well, so stay tuned for that, and many blessings to you guys. Take good care. Bye.